Hello everyone, Jason here with the Oil Trading Group, and this is your aftermarket update for March 3rd, 2016. All right, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. I'm going to let you watch these two Trade of the Day videos. They're rather lengthy, so I will try to keep this discussion here to a minimum. Let's go ahead and I'm going to turn off a few of these market maker levels so that we can focus in on a couple of these ideas. So the first one that I want to focus in on is after the pit open. Let's turn these back on again real quick. So you can see pit open. The market opened right here on the bar ahead or on top of the daily structure signal here. Okay, so this is a 5-minute bar. We could bring this down to a 1 minute, but for the sake of this discussion, well, let's just bring it down here to the 1 minute. And we'll let this... Okay, so let's go back to yesterday so that you could see. All right, this is the third. Go a little forward here a little bit. Okay, so right here is the open. All right, so after the open, the market, right at the open, the market opened above the daily structure signal. The market comes down into the daily structure signal, and this is an idea for a long. So long, 1979 half. We actually took this in the trade room. The first target is 2 points. It made it up to 1981.75. So just gave you your 2 points here before coming back down into the daily structure target area. So once the market comes up, comes down and closes, let's go back to a 5-minute chart because that's the rules on this, but I just wanted to show you for entry purposes here. We'll go back to the third. And so as the market comes down into the daily structure target at 1975.75, this is where you're going to see us. This is where we're going to pick up the Trade of the Day video as we get long here, and we get another 2 points. Rallied a little bit higher than that, actually. Came back, got us up here to 1979.75, so actually went 4 points. Came back down and then rallied even higher. Tested it again and came all the way up into the daily structure signal on the other side. In fact, we were going to look to get short right up here, although we had stopped trading by this point. This was 1:30 in the afternoon. 1986.75 is where we were going to look to get short, and it actually came down from there about 3 points. So it gave you another opportunity. So if you turn off and just focus on the structure, the DS signals, this is the way we came up into the structure mid, we came down from the target into the mid, back to the target, into the mid, kind of rotated there, and then went up into your daily structure signal. And as it does, once it finishes closing out above the daily structure signal, you look for target, daily structure target. So this market moved from structure target to structure target in a plan and a way that we expect the market to move on the ES. So that was the ES trades on the day. In fact, you're going to see us look at the OTG trade. ES trade of the day is going to be that 2-point move, although we had two moves total on the ES that we took 2 trades in there today. So let's take a look here really quickly at the market maker levels on the CL for this particular day. And we're going to turn off the revisions again. Those have their own separate set of rules. So the market comes down into the daily structure target around 8:45 a.m. Again, same type of rotation. We went all the way through the daily structure target. And in fact, I tried to get short right up here around this area, and I actually got taken out on this spike up. But again, we did then look to get short at the daily structure extension 1. We got up into this area and began to rotate down. And this daily structure extension 1 is where your OTG trade of the day is. And we ended up riding it from 27 all the way down to 57 down here today. So we went just a little bit deeper on a mid, and we had another level down here that we were looking at. But we went all the way down into 34.57. That was our final target. And so that's what the CL trade of the day is. So we ended up 70 ticks, $700 on the CL, and we ended up at $562 on the ES. So it ended up being a really nice couple of trades here. So I'm going to let you watch both of these trades in their entirety. We actually had 3 trades I'm going to let you watch. We had 2 ES trades. I'm going to let you watch the final one. And then we had the CL trade of the day here that lasts about 50 minutes. So it's a little bit of a longer trade. So again, without further ado, here is the OTG, ES, and CL trades of the day. So we'll see here. The stop will be there. I am slammed in there. The stop here is 44. And the first target is 78. And we're trying to rally out of this zone here. Let's see if we can get a push up. Okay, there is 4 ticks, 1 point right off of that level, right down into that level, daily structure target. Let's see if we can get the rally out of that zone now. 1978 is the first target. There's 4 ticks. Next target above you would be structure mid at 83-ish. 83 is the next target above you. If we can get through this. There's 4 ticks, 5 ticks. Let's go. Push through it. Come on. Rally, rally, rally. Let's go. 77, 77 quarter. You've got some liquidity underneath you, which is good. You've got liquidity up here at 78. I'd like to go test into that. There's 77. Let's go. Rally, rally, rally into it. This is right off your market maker level. Daily structure target. No. Don't come down into this. Keep pushing up. Well, we got 4 ticks of reaction off of that. $77. Let's go 77 quarter, 77 half. Let's go. There's 77 again. Get through it. Come on, rally up through that 77. CL's trying to come down, which I don't like because that seems to be the leading idea. That seems to be the leader these days. Got to get up through 77, 77 half again. There's 77 again. Okay, trying to fill it up there. Not a lot of takers at 77 on the buy side. There's 77 quarter, 77 half. Stop here is new low. 2 ticks to new low. Come on, 77 half, 77, 75. There's hit but no fill on the target. Stop is now at break even. Stop is at break even here. We hit but no fill at my target. Stop is at break even. Got to get through that 78. That might be all you get. Right? So first target at 78 here. Let's get that rally. Come on, give me, you hit me but no filled me at the target. Only 130 filled up there. So let's see if we can get through. Yeah. Crap. So what to do, Wait for the target. Go to break even +1. Go to break even -1. Make it have a new low. Because it could come back down into the structure. I'm just going to leave it where it is right now. See if we can't get that target filled this time. There's 77, 75. Oh, nice rejection back out of that. Come on, fight your way up through. Let's go get through that 78, the 1978 handle. Come on, one rally up through it here. 75. One rally through 75. Let's get to 78 quarter. There's 75 again. Trying to fight through it. 525 have hit the offer there. That's not a lot, but there are not a lot of orders anyway here today coming through this. So we just popped up into 78. There's 78. Get through it. Not a lot of orders. There's 78 quarter. First target achieved. Bingo. So again, market maker levels showing you the way again, right? We got short, or long, we got 2 points. We come down to the structure target, right? We get in, and you got 2 points again, and now we are letting the runner run if it's going to, right? Let that runner run if it's going to. Meanwhile, back at the ranch here on the old CL, there's not much going on. $19.83. That's 7 points. That's your daily structure mid. It might actually only go 1 point and 1 tick in front of that. All right, so let's take a look here. Make sure I'm okay on this structure mid. The structure mid is at 1983. There goes the CL on a bit of a bump. So, yeah, we need to come down to 1982.75. 1982.75 is the first target on that. The next target, rather, on actually, you know what? You can go to 70. You can go back to 83 here, because if we make it that high, we should rally through into settlement at that point. 1981 is where we're going to run into a little bit of resistance here. Now, 1975 quarter is the other side of the daily structure signal, so it may come back into that zone. So these are a few zones here where we might run into some issues here. So again, just being patient here. We're playing these market maker levels on the ES here today. And let's see if we can rally up through it. You've got liquidity at 1981 up there. So, again, like I said yesterday, I misplayed the daily structure target yesterday, and I don't know why I did, to be honest with you. I think I was up at that point, $500, and I just was a little unsure about it. And I just backed away from it, and then I ended up, missing the best opportunity of the day there. So anyway, 2.5 points here. Next target, 1983. And then the target above you up there is the daily structure signal on the other side, which is 86.75. We'll move that up to 86.5. And I might look to get short there. Okay? I may look to get short up there at that level. Market maker levels. These were developed by a floor trader who traded in the pits of the S&P on the floor of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange for 30 years. He developed and traded this system. We've modified it for the screen trading, and you can see, though, just how accurate they are on the ES, right? They're built for the ES. They work in every market. So we'll see here. Oh, by the way, Dave is going to be asking you, if he hasn't done so already, about how you heard about us here today. And we know, before we go any further, I know you got an email from us here. I know you got an email today from me welcoming you to the group and getting you back in here. So we know that happened. But we didn't just get your email out of thin air. And so we have partners that we work with that provide links to get you here. And so if you wouldn't mind telling Dave how you take one step back and tell him, hey, not just email, I got your email, but that, hey, I signed up, I Google searched you, I signed up on Trader Planet or some other format, and just let us know how you heard about us. So we like to recognize our partners and let them know and tell them thank you for bringing it to us. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, that would be greatly appreciated. Okay, nice rally coming up here. We're about 4 points positive here now on the ES. Your first target up there is at 1983. That's your first target. That's your next target. Now, again, like I said, we may come right into this daily structure signal, the other side of it, and that's what we did here. And so now you really need to close above 1979 half or quarter. That we just came right into that area. But again, so what happens? Let's take a look. I'll give you an example of what happens yesterday. And if we could stay in this long enough, this structure target went up to yesterday, the structure signal, right? That's where I'm looking to target this thing finally on our side. So this yesterday structure target, which I told you, I misplayed. I didn't take it. I should have. 1966 half went all the way up to 1983 quarter. So 66 to 83 is 17 points. Well, that would be the place to get short again, right on the other side of this daily structure signal. So I'm going to try to ride this long to the short, and then I'll look to maybe get short again off the daily structure signal. Now, I see that the CL is moving here, right? But it really isn't moving in the grand scheme of things, right? This is not really much of a move here in the grand scheme of things. So let's take a look at where we could retrace from, or back to rather. Up here, the daily, up around 68. You could retrace back to 68 here. Oh, thanks, Kent. It's good to have you in here today. Thanks for sharing that with us. Dave, Kent came from Top Step Trader. We appreciate it for letting us know, Kent. All right, so you could retrace back up to that 68 up there. That's just ahead of settlement. So we'll see. You're still about 3 points positive here on this ES trade. Still about 3 points positive on this ES trade. So we'll see if we can't continue to get through it. All right, so again, so this, again, like I said, the CL may rally up into 68, where settlement is. Just ahead of settlement. All right, I'm going to look to get short at 67. On the CL. I'm going to look to get short at 67 on the CL. Short 67 on the CL. All right, so we come right into the daily structure signal on the other side on the ES. We really do need a rally above 79 half. So I'm in a little bit of a dilemma here in terms of what I want to do to protect this ES. I think what I'm going to do is bring it down to one tick below the low. One tick below the low on the trail stop here. We'll see if that's the right thing to do or not. It could come right back into the daily structure target here yet again and then rally up out of that. So that's... I don't want to put up with a bunch of bull crap here, but you know, the ES ebbs and flows, as you know, right? The ES rotates back and forth here. If you want to protect more of this, this is so PR. And again, I apologize if there's been a little bit of an edge. I just get that same question asked a bunch, and I understand the rationale or the need. But back to your thing, PR, this is the point that I was making earlier. It's been as high as 76 to 79 half. It's been as high as 3.5 points on this trade. And so you may decide that, hey, I want to take 4 ticks or I may want to take all of it off at 3 points. I've never taken an ES trade that's been longer than 4 or 5 points or 3 or 4 points, right? And there are guys in here that do that. The point of all of that is this, that's why you'll start to see your results will vary from my results, because you'll make a different decision mid-trade than I will, right? And that's just the way that kind of thing goes. So anyway, hopefully that makes sense, and it's good to have you in here today. Bring that trail stop back to 76. I'm going to go to break even on the trail stop here now. Thanks, Romantis. It's good to have you in here today. I don't recognize your name, so welcome to the group. This may be your first day with us. And if it is, welcome. So 1976 here is the stop. And we came right through the daily structure signal. So this thing right up to the daily structure signal here. So if you don't want to give that much back, I get it, right? I get it, right? But what I'm doing is holding on for the target. I'm holding on for the next target up above. We just hit that so often and so frequently, that it's worth giving it a shot. For me, that may not suit your risk parameters or the amount of profit that you like to give back. And so you don't do that, right? So you got to do what works for you. You got to do the thing that works for you, right? And that's kind of the way we look at it here. So anyway, not to be preachy, it may be too late, but that's kind of the way that we look at it. So I'm expecting a move back into the 1981 area. I am expecting a move back into 1981. And so we may just, again, these are the ebbs and flows of your ES, right? These are the ebbs and flows of the ES that you deal with. Top of the hour, we've got an announcement coming up right now. So in about 25 seconds, so we may get a little bit of a push. I'm going to go ahead and put a stop. 67, 78 would be the stop on the CL, 78. So if I get in short, the stop will be 78. 34.78 will be the stop. So if I get in at 67, 78 will be the stop. You've got the announcement right now. You've got a big move here on the NQ. Come on, keep pushing, ES. You've got the NQ is actually leading the way to the downside. This thing may fail. CL's trying to fail as well. Come on, get up through. I think we're going to make it to 1981. If we make it to 1981 and can't get through it, we'll begin to start protecting again. There's 1979.75. We've been as high as that. You've got liquidity at 81.75 and 82. So the ES is the leader right now. Everything else is dragging down here. $19.76 is the stop. Lots of action going on here. NQ making new lows. NQ trying to drag it down. So this is probably going to take me out here on the ES. That's my guess. At break even. Yep, and there's a slam down into 76.5 and out. I'm going to short right here at 27. And the stop here will be 36. And I'm going to look to try to target. This is daily structure extension. You've got 27, 37, 38. Stop is 39. And I'm going to look to target this down to 10. Both contracts at 10. You've got liquidity all the way up to 40. This is your daily structure extension 1 on your market maker levels here. looking to pull back to 10 here. I'll look to try to take one off at 10 if we get there. All right, bring the stop here to break even. There's that 21 level that we were dealing with. We're going to try to get back to 10 here. 19, 18, you've got liquidity. Bring the stop here to 26. I'm going to take one off at 10. Come on. 15, 14. Actually, bring this. Yeah, there's 15, 14. Taking one off at 10. Bring the trail stop to 24. There's 13, 12. All right, I'm going to put one. I'm going to take one off at 17. If it doesn't, there's 11. I've got one to come off at 10 ticks. Either it's going to come down to 10 or it's going to take me out at 10 ticks at 17. Okay. Now, I've got one left at 26 on the stop. And if we break through 10, we're looking back for a target of 34.57. So this is where we got short. Market maker level. Daily extension 1 here. Okay. Right up there at the daily extension 1. Daily structure extension 1. So there's 12, 11. Are we going to hit 10? We already did hit 10. Bring this down now to 22, 5 ticks. Plus 5. You've got liquidity stacked up underneath you here. If you break down underneath this, I'll add one back to this at that swing low, underneath that swing low there at 93. Probably around 92 is where I'll add back one back to it. 92, 78, and we'll look to target 57. And I'm going to bring the trail stop back to 26 and see if we can't get this thing done. There's 10. You got an iceberg order down here at 10. It may hold. This 10 may hold. Lots of liquidity underneath you here. Still looking short on the ES at 1986.75. Short on the ES. Like to break through this 12, 11, 10 and come down into that 57 level. All right. We got to get underneath 10. Got to get underneath the 10. Came into settlement on the ES. Get underneath 10. I'm going to look to add underneath this at 91. I think I have 92 on here. I mean 91. 78. And then we'll see. And look to try to carry that down to 57. There's 12, 13, 12, 11 again. You've got a nice stack of liquidity underneath you here. Okay, if we can't get down through 10, if we come down to 10 again and can't get through it, I'm going to bring the trail stop to 17. If we come down to 10 and can't get through it, as of now, it's at 22 on the trail stop. I've got a double time frame move coming up here in just a few minutes. Long is the probability. 26 is the stop. 26 is my stop. So we're going to let this ride it out here for a minute or two. 26 is my stop. Come on, 12, 11, 10. You've got 149 at 08, another 126 at 07. These are limit orders long. Previous session high is at 18. 26 is the stop. Come on, 13, 12. Let's see if we can't push through 12, 11, 10. Liquidity down here underneath you. There's 13, 12. You've got an iceberg order at 12. We tapped 11. You know, we fight through 07, 06. We may have a shot down to 57. Otherwise, we're just waiting. All right, so liquidity up above you around 36, 37. And again, this 8, 9, 10 being protected down here, which doesn't surprise me. That's the sweet spot of this minor zone, what was resistance, now support. $102 short at 25 up there. 102 short at 25. 106 at 25. $107 at 25. Trail stop here is 27. Break even on the next one. 27 on the trail stop. $19.86.75 short. On the ES is where I'm looking for now. So I'm still in this short, looking to get through down through 10. Come on, 15, 14, let's go. 13, 12, push through it. Approaching overbought up here a little bit on the 15-minute chart. Come on, 13, 12, 11, let's go. Yep, I'm short on the CL. I'm short from 27. That's this red line here. I'm short from 27. I took one off at 10 ticks, and now we're holding. I'm going to add again at 91 and then 78, looking for a target down there. That's okay. Then we got a target down there at 57, 34.57. So I took a stop on the CL. And now I'm in this short here. And we took one off at 10 and trying to get down to maybe 34.57 potentially. 34.57 is kind of the area that I'm looking for underneath this. 139 and 143 at limit orders long at 8 and 7 respectively. $1986.75 is the short that I'm looking for on All right, there's 12. Let's see if we can get through 11. Now 10, 9. There's 12, 11. Come on, fight your way through this 11 to 10. 138, 134. These are limit orders long at 8 and 7. So if we get through there, we'll see. So we came back down to 11. We had 144 hit the bid at 11, and we couldn't get through it. 144 hit the bid at 11, and we were unable to get through it. So total down there now is 242 have hit the bid recently. The last cut down through it. 18 minutes till the top of the hour. Bottom of the hour, rather, and the close of the European session. $1986.75 short on the ES. That's your market maker level on the other side. There's 11. Come on, let's get through 11 to 10. Let's hit 10. 250 have hit the bid. 260 now have hit the bid there at 11 and not able to get through it. A little bit of an iceberg, too. Every time we hit, the orders are filling in behind it. Now you've had 52 just hit there. So, again, you've got an iceberg order at 11. There's 11 again. If we break, it could get interesting. There's 10. There we go. Just like I said, if we break, it could get interesting. Stop right now is at 17. We made it down to 04. Got to look to add at 91. Make that 92. 92 is the good add. 103, 100 long at 00. You're now pushing through here. Adding at 92, adding again at 78. And I'm going to look to target. Let's see, that'll put 3 on there. I'm going to take this down. We're going to take 3 off at 57. Okay, I'm going to take 3 off at 57. There's 02. Let's see. We got an iceberg at 02 here. So here's what I mean by iceberg. See that 100 limit orders long at 0002? You had 168 hit the bid, but there were never 168 orders there. So we're back down. Okay, we just rolled through at that time. There's 0201. Let's see if we can hit through 00. There's 0201 again. You got 111 and then 139 down at 93. So you had you just hit. There we go. 92 is the add. 92 is my add, and then again it's 78. Actually, we'll make that 77. I think we'll come down to settlement here. Okay, so if you want to bring this down now to 12, 15 ticks to 12 on the trail stop, I may go back to 17 depending on how high we bounce out of this 00 and what kind of liquidity starts to show up. Yeah, 17 for now on the trail stop. 10 ticks. 10 ticks to 17. We'll see if this 00 is going to end up holding. We broke to the 98 down there. So again, another market maker level. Driving the bus here on this trade. We came up into an overbought condition on your 5-minute. And up into the daily structure extension 1. So what you should be looking for now is a push down into that into the next structure signal underneath you down around 39. But it may linger first, right? It may linger first. Yeah, I don't want to be over 10 here. Bring the stop to 22, 5 ticks. Break even plus 5 to 22. It's very possible that we come back up in here and check it and then go. We'll see. There's 9. Let's go 876. You're 12 minutes away from the bottom of the hour and the European session close. I'm looking for this to potentially push back to 57. If not, it's going to end up at 35.64. So liquidity down there at 93, liquidity up at 25. 5, 4, 3. Yeah, if we break through it here, we still got to get underneath 93, 92. You've got some orders down there at 91 and 90. Bring this down to 89 on the ad. 89 and 76. You've got some liquidity stacked up underneath you here. Man down. Could you guys hear me bump the microphone? I'm sure that was really loud on your end. All right, there's 4-3. Let's see if we can get through 2-1-0-0. Thanks, Ramontis. I appreciate that. All right, there's 03, 02. 01. Still looking to get short on the ES up above us here. Okay, there's 99, 98. Adding again at 89. We're going to add to this at 89 here. Let's bring the trail stop down now to 12. 15 ticks to 12. There's 96, 95. Going to add at 89. You got 200 limit orders long at 90, and then a 101 at 87. But I'm going to add at 89. Bring this trail stop down here to 07. 20 ticks to 07. And I may pull that back up over the... Hey, Brad, you got a private message in from John there if you take a look at that. Thanks, Emil. Appreciate that. It's been tough on the CL in terms of... Boy, look at that ES trying to roll out of bed here. Right out of your revision signal and your structure mid. There's 96, 95. Looking to get in. Looking to continue down through 89 and then 76. And you've got 7.5 minutes. Boy, you've got liquidity stacked up all the way underneath you here. Ugh. 40 ticks from here. Take that ad off at 89. Take the 89 ad off. You got way too much liquidity under here. We're going to try again at 87. 77. Yep, that would have tagged you in. See, I'm afraid that would have done just what it did there. Tag you in. Well, here it comes. 02 is now the trail stop. 02, going to add at 76. And I'll take 2 off at 57. So this is very reminiscent of yesterday. Remember how I got snagged out, right? I got taken out, just barely taken out on that little push back up, and then it ended up going to my target, although I wasn't along for the ride, which that's awesome when that happens. 1973 long on the ES. 02, 25 ticks is the stop here. In fact, you could probably bring that down to 97. Not yet, though. Going to add at 76. We're going to try to take this home to 57. That's your target. So this is what I was talking about earlier. Sometimes you may or may not have the stamina to hold on for something as long as I do. And if you don't, that's okay too. It's your money, your account. You got to do with it what makes you feel good. 57 is the target here. 1973 long ES. You got liquidity at 85 and then 80 underneath you. You are 5 minutes till the bottom of the hour. The energy should start to pick up. The energy should start to pick up. I'm going to bring this trail stop. If I can find my cursor, there it is on all these screens. 07, 20 ticks to 07 here. Bringing this trail stop to 20 ticks, break even plus 20 to 07. NQ at lows, ES hovering around its lows. Double bottom on its lows there. Like to see this CL rip through to the downside down to 57. That's your target, is 57. Adding one at 77. Final target 57. $19.73 long, 1973 long on the ES. Well, this might come back to 10 on the CL. Hope not. Hopefully we can. That's why I didn't want to add. We had that liquidity down there at 86, 87. That's why I moved the add away from that zone. Previous session high at 18. All right, just till we get through the close, I'm bringing the stop back to 12. If you're not comfortable doing that, I get it. The idea here, though, is it could tag 10. It could tag 10 into the close and then go. ES, dollar. Sorry, NQ, YM, TF, everything trying to push down here into the European session close. Trying to manage through and stay in this trade here. You've got liquidity at 90 and then down at 80. Okay, bring this trail stop back to 02. Like that chart there. Make that back to 07. Back to 07. On the trail stop here. And you are 2 minutes away from the close. 1973 long. 1973 long. If you're asking me to put them on this chart here, I think we talked about this yesterday, Susanna. I get requests for so much information that I just run out of screen space, right? All right, 1973 long ES. 1973 long ES. 93, 92. There's 90, 89. Bring it down to 02 on the trail stop. 25 ticks. And you are less than a minute now into the close. Going to add down there at 76. Yeah, I don't have the secondary levels on the ES, and I use these secondary levels so frequently on the CL, and so do other people. I've had that request as well. So I get what you're saying. It's just tough, right, to accommodate everybody's individual request for screen space. I'll work on it this weekend, see if I can't do it. Get some kind of accommodation made. Uh, 77 is the ad spot. You've got 167 at 80, 104 at 81. Bring the trail stop now to break even plus 30 to 97. Going to add at 77. And you tag the low. Got to look to get long at 73 here on the ES. There's 84, 83. Lots of orders underneath you here. Bring this trail stop to 92 now. No, 97. 97 on the trail stop on the CL. 97. $19.73 long on the ES as we're approaching that. You're into the close now. 57 is your target underneath you here on the CL. Target underneath you is at 57. You've got liquidity stacked up to 75. You've got liquidity at 80. Bring the trail stop here to 92 now. 1973 long on the ES. 92 is the stop. That's 35 ticks here. Yeah, you know what? Make it 97 again. Sorry. Make it 97. We'll make it an even 30 ticks. That's probably the last time I'm going to touch it. Probably, he says. I'm just trying to stay in the ebbs and flows here down to my target. $19.73 long on the ES. So again, another market maker level decision here that gets you, right? It's giving you this nice trade here. 107 limit order short at 96. Looking to target 57. That's 40 ticks roughly from here. And if we did, wait for it, that would be awesome. I know. That's the kind of, again, that's the kind of hard-hitting analysis you'll only find in here. A move 40 additional ticks in our favor would be awesome, he says. 97 is the stop. Don't think it's going to happen. This is probably going to come take me out and then resume the move down to 57. That's probably what's going to happen. Not to be negative Nelly here, but I don't really want to move the stop back over 0-0, and it may have to come back and check 0-0. That's it. It's hard-hitting, in-your-face analysis. It's either going to do it or it isn't. And that, my friends, is, as Paul Harvey would say, that's the rest of the story. $97 is the stop. Exactly, Wayne. In my feelings. Because trading is all about my feelings. Because the market cares how I feel. Come on. Let me stay in this once by a tick. Keep me in this once by a tick, right? That would be kind of cool. Keep me in this once. Instead of just taking me out to the tick, keep me in it once to the tick. All right, we got a breakdown underneath 93 again. You've got some liquidity up here at 96. You've got a little bit of liquidity at 90. And so we'll see. You are now through the top of the bottom of the hour. Yeah, I'm also long at 1973. I've got two trades on the chart here, PR. I've got a short at 1986.75. I also have a long at 1973. So I'm looking to short one and get long on the other. So if oil wants to fail down to 57, it might put me in at 73. So, and here's the other thing. If this doesn't keep me in the oil trade here, I may just be done for the day, right? We're coming into the lunchtime on the East Coast. We've had a decent day here. You know, I may be pulling the plug on it today here. We'll see, right? Don't really want to. I want this thing to continue down to 57. At the risk of sounding extremely obvious, right? But that's kind of what my thoughts are here. So we'll see. So I've been listening to this theatrical movie trailer theme background, the entire orchestra, the entire morning here. I've heard Jurassic Park 3 times. I just heard Star Wars again. I've heard Harry Potter 4 or 5 times. It's funny. I guess that's it. I guess those are the big ones. So Dave's telling me that if I don't stop, he may be taking over the mic and he'll trade it for us. So maybe I should stop. Big Dave on the mic. Telling me people like to hear another voice. Especially a Michigan alum. Oh boy, my private messages are lighting up now. All right, looking to add down there at 77. Final target 57. This is very similar to what we were looking at yesterday in terms of that move out of that zone. Remember, I was trying to get short at 89, 89, 89. I got in. It took me out of break even. Got in, took me out of break even. And then it rolled out of bed all the way down to the target, which I was not able to participate in. But I did get to participate in some losing along the way yesterday, which was, excuse the language, which was badass. That was fun. Bring this down here to 97. Leave it at 97. Leave it at 97 here. Have there been any audio issues today? I know yesterday there were a few folks talking about they were having some issues. Have there been any real audio issues today? Dave says nobody talking to him about it. That's good. Okay, cool. Yeah, there was just a couple of folks yesterday. Awesome. Thanks, Jim. Good to see you, buddy. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good one. Looking to get long at 1973 on the ES. Adding again on the CL at 77 here if it gets there. So we're still in this trade here, right? We're still in this trade. 97 is the trail stop. You got 107 limit order short at 35.00, but I don't care. I'm not moving it up. It's either going to go or it's not, and I'm going to be okay. By the way, if we look back at this, and that kept me in at 96, I will have to suspend complaining about to the tick, right? Yes, for now, for just a small period. Like I said, I was in the military once, and one thing that military members like to do, we used to like to complain about stuff, and I can do that with the best of them. Even though it's been dang near 3 decades now, I still remember how to do that. $19.73 long ES. That's right, Jim. Sounds like you were in the military. Chow time was always a time to complain. And it's good to have you in here, Jim. 160. Limit orders long at 80 underneath this. And still looking long at 1973, although you are being supported here by your market maker levels, right? So I've stood away a little bit. I'm waiting for this bigger move to the downside to come to fruition. You could bring this down to revision target at 1972, somewhere in the middle, but because we're at the sweet spot of this support and resistance zone, I'm just being patient with it, or I'm going to try to get in there, I guess. So, and we'll see. There's back to 87, 86. That's funny, Eric. Yeah, rallied back out of your market maker levels here. $77 is an ad spot underneath us here. There's 84, 83. Liquidity down at 80. There's 83, 82. Well, I'm in at 77 on the second. Let's see, that brings my average in to 03. I'm going to bring this down to 88 on the trail stop. 15 ticks on 2. 57 is the target. There's 75, 74, 57 is the target. Bring this down to 83. Break even plus 20 on 2. And we may get to settlement and stop. 113 limit orders long at 70. So 03 down to 57. would be 46 ticks. That'd be a nice trade on 2 lots. You want to get greedy? Who wants to get greedy? I'm not going to get greedy. I want to. And Dave goes, come on. Who wants to get greedy? Take one off at 57 and let the other one ride. But I'm going to just take it off at 57. I'm going to take both off at 57. But if you want to be greedy, you can take one off at 57 and let the other one ride. 129, limit orders long at 70 here. Okay. All right. So you are back on top of a market maker level revision signal coming in right here around 68. So we're at the ETH session open price here at 73 as well. Structure mids at 62. I think we're going to hit 57, but now that I got a 2 lot from 03, I'm going to protect where we are. All right, looking to get down to 57. There's 72. You've got liquidity at 70. There's 72, 71. You've got liquidity above you, but you've got some down here at 70 and then 60. There we go. Bring this trail stop now to 78. We'll go break even plus 25 to 78. 57 is your target. There's 69. We got to get through settlement. So very, very reminiscent of yesterday where we were trying to get into that short and it ended up getting snagged out to the tick, if I'm not mistaken. And then you got the run. Today, we didn't have that misfortune. In fact, like I should acknowledge the fact that we got to 70 to 96. Boy, you've got liquidity all the way up to 84. Bring this trail stop to 84. 83. 84. Yeah, maybe. You got liquidity up there, 76, 78. Yeah, I like 84 on the stop here. I'm trying to stay in for another 15 ticks-ish down to 57. Would be nice if it could do it. We got down to 69.70. Ran into that liquidity down there. $79.80. 83 is the stop. It's either going to go or it isn't. 83 is the stop. Either 80 will hold it or it won't. But I'm not going to dink around with it any more than that. 83 is the stop. Limit orders flashing in and out here above us. We got a little bit of an iceberg at 76. We'll see if that can hold. Top of the hour in 12 minutes. 85 is a structure. Daily structure signal. Yeah. And see, we came down into the revision signal here. Right? We came down into the revision signal right there at 68, right? That's a revision signal. So that's a market maker level again. So this whole thing was driven by your market maker levels up there, this short, the daily structure extension. So let's see if we can get through 71.70 and then down through settlement to 57. There's 69. You've got liquidity at 67 and then liquidity down there at 60. I'd like to start protecting here. I'd like to get underneath settlement. If we get underneath settlement, I'll start feeling really good. And again, we know it's all about your feelings. Lots of orders above you here. Lots and lots of orders above you here. All the way up to like 87, but I'm not going to give that much back. We're just going to stay at 20 ticks there at 83. And hopefully we won't even need to challenge into that. We can just get through 69.70 here, 69.68. Targeting 57. Trying to stay underneath it here. 73, 72. We keep dipping down into that liquidity at down there at 70, 69, 68. There's just not a ton of energy here right now. So the bigger idea here is that we're going to push through it. We'll see. There's 70, 69. Come on, 68, 67. All right, cancel the ES trades. I'm going to be done when this CL takes me out. I'm canceling the ES trades. When I hit the target at 57 or I hit the trail stop at 83, I'm done for the day. So that's where I'm going to be here. So I'm taking the ES trades off the chart. There's just not going to be just not going to have much left in me today after that. So one way or the other here, we're either going to get back up to 83. We're going to come down to 57. There's 69, 68. All right, bring this trail stop down to 78. We keep coming down to 69, 68. And can't get through it, so I'm not going to give any more back than that. There's 63. Bring this down to 73. There's 30 ticks. Come on, 62, 61. We got underneath settlement. You got 148 long at 60. I'm short. I'm short on the CL. That's it. There's 57 and your target. Okay, done.